Welcome to Beyond Fences, man. We are more than a podcast. This is a show where you can express your thoughts, beliefs, disbeliefs, argument, and convos, debates on everything from barbershop talk, hip-hop talk, lunch table talks, and all around favorite, man, current industry topics. I am your host, Kel.
I am your boy, Got It, man. Without further ado, we're going to get straight into trending. I already know what it is, man. Kel. So let's talk about something that's going on right now. Making headline news.
Talk to me.
Straight out of Birmingham, Alabama. All this is alleged news on Beyond the Fences, and this is trending. This for entertainment purposes only. Non-disclosure performers. Hey, man, but we going straight to Birmingham, Alabama, man. Carlee Russell.
Talk to me.
Missing for approximately about, 3 days, I would say, give or take. Showed up at her home by herself. There was footage came out that, she called, it wasn't footage, that was the footage after. We got a call to 911 saying that, she seen a toddler walking down the side of the interstate. Right? Allegedly. She pulled over, she reached out to 911 dispatch, then she called a family member and they said they heard her scream and that was it. Then for about 2 to 3 days, Carlee Russell was missing. Then after that, made national news, everybody on TikTok, praying, crying, got me on the phone, my grandma, we doing a prayer line for her, hoping that she come on. She show up at the house. Show up at the house, they say she going to UAB, University of Alabama, the hospital. Right? No, University of Birmingham, I'm sorry. Now, days later, they're saying there was no traces of anything that was stated, being followed, being kidnapped, any of that. So, social media, of course, Black Twitter have done a big one. And now the boyfriend is speaking out, saying, it's not okay to cyberbully and we got to think about our mental state and all this other stuff. Right. Man, what you think about the situation?
Man, that's just, first of all, it's disrespectful.
Talk about it.
To the people who actually do get kidnapped, are kidnapped, missing. People, families really grieving.
Yeah.
Do that kind of stuff for them, for a mockery to be made out of it.
Talk about it.
And it's just crazy, bro. Like how people just do stuff. And this is one of many certain occasions, bro. People just do stuff for like fame and clout and popularity and just doing stuff just to be doing it.
And for me, I feel like, what other reason were you doing it other than for clout, other than for attention? Because what you gain from that? No. Other than bringing Birmingham some awareness, because ain't nobody talking about Birmingham.
Nobody.
Nobody. Then just how you weren't even a smart criminal. And they say criminals are the smartest people in the world, but you were not. But I don't know if I can call you a criminal, but allegedly you went to Target, you bought snacks before, in a robe. None of that was in the car when they found the car. You unblocked your boyfriend who was blocked before you did all of this. So was it an attention thing? Was it a clout thing? But then you got Buddy want to speak out and say, don't drag it on cyberbullying. Nobody deserves that. But y'all already know Black Twitter was going to do their one on that.
You already know they going to do that.
They was going to remember that story.
1s and 2s and 3s.
But to a more important topic, it's bad, like Kel said, that it's really people out here missing. Really people on the back of these milk cartons. Really people that's getting Amber Alerts. On my way up to Charlotte today, I'm getting an Amber Alert for somebody that's missing in Warner Robins, Georgia. Like, for these people that's really missing in these efforts that we're putting in searches, for you to say that, and you're a Black female.
Come on.
It make us look bad. Make us look bad. Which leads into this next topic. We don't spend too much time on that, man. I seen a video of Ricky Smiley today.
Yeah, not Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley in the morning. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Gotti coming in from Hot 97. Home of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, 107.9. Y'all already know. But Ricky Smiley got a problem with Black people being too comfortable. He say, he feel like we're too comfortable. We feel like we're everybody cousins. We're everybody uncle and niece and nephew. So his issue was, he got to the hotel to check in, and somebody was looking at his ID to confirm it was him, but he didn't give them his ID, and looking at his credit card, and he didn't give it to him to confirm that it was him. So he took offense to it and cussed the person out. They called security, all this other bull, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So all this is alleged news.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, Kev, how do you feel when, beyond fences, we already a household name, but when it blow and you got people staring at you and looking at you and looking at your ID when you're in the airport, get on the flight to confirm it's you. How would you handle that situation? How do you feel you would take that?
I don't think I would have handled it like that.
Okay.
Like if I'm a household name, but I have a conscience to know that everybody might not know me.
Okay.
Okay. Right. I mean, Rickey Smiley, he's pretty famous, but he's famous he's more famous in the Black community.
Thank you. Speak about it.
No disrespect to Rickey Smiley, but
None
it's
at
not
all.
like he's a household name.
Amazing stand-up comedian.
Amazing stand-up comedian. It's not like everybody knows you.
So to make a blanket statement of Black people are too comfortable.
Right. To make a statement like that, but go do that. Like you do. Come on now, man. Come on now, man.
Ricky, I love you, Ricky.
I love you, Ricky. Funny,
Ricky, hey,
funny.
put me on Ricky Smiley in the
Funny
morning.
dude, but
Well, you getting it today.
you getting it today.
But hey, man, not too much on Ricky and Miss Bernice, all his personalities. We're going to move right into being comfortable. I got to touch on the Keke Palmer situation with Usher.
Shit.
Keke Palmer and Usher. Keke went to the Usher Palmer. Keke Palmer went to the Usher Palmer. Let me put the cut down. Hold up. Keke Palmer went to the Usher concert. Usher got a residency in Vegas. If you did not know, y'all know residency is, artists have a set amount of time, set amount of dates they perform in Vegas. It's a big thing. When you get to a certain milestone in your career, you should look for a residency.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Keke Palmer went out to the show. We seen Keke Palmer actively outside. Keke Keep a Job Palmer has been outside, but Keke had a child and she been outside a lot lately. Keke went to the Usher concert and basically, allegedly, her dude is done since that concert. I mean, because of a lot of the serenation that Usher did to it. So what you feel about that situation? How you treat your baby mama? She went to Usher concert and she got that kind of treatment.
If she got that kind of treatment, I don't know. It's Usher. I just might let it slide. I don't even know. But nah. On a serious tip, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a real serious talk.
But y'all gonna have that talk between you and her, right?
But it ain't gonna
Not
be on the
social
internet.
media,
It ain't gonna be
right?
on social media. We're gonna have that talk.
Gotcha.
That's gonna be me and her.
Gotcha.
But you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'll call it. I'll
Keke
call it
Palmer
quits.
bad, right?
Yeah, Keke Palmer pressure.
Keke Palmer fine as hell.
Fine.
Had a baby and still look good.
I mean, like, I don't even know who a man was. Like who is this guy?
Somebody she met at a party allegedly.
Yeah, like who is this guy, bro? Like just the honor I would have. First of all, to have Keke Palmer. I might even have the honor that Usher was serenading my girl.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That means I got a badge on.
But you know what that is, bro? That's when your insecurities kicking in.
Insecurities kicking in like a mother sucker.
That's when your insecurities kicking in.
He's an entertainer, bro.
She's an entertainer in
They
Hollywood.
both entertainers in Hollywood.
That girl been acting since. I remember her first thing. She probably been working before then, but this is the first thing that I could say that brought Keke Palmer to me was Akilah and the Bee. She been working.
That was it.
You're not in the industry, so for you to even handle it on social media and you got a child at home that you probably keeping while she on the road working, getting a bag. Cause what you doing? All this is alleged news, but while we on the Hollywood tip, let's slide into the writer's strike that's going on right now. I'm gonna state my piece, Kellen. I want to hear yours.
Talk to me.
I feel like the writer's strike that's going on right now is very strategic. Me as being in that space, not fully actively in that space at the current moment, because y'all see what I'm doing.
Podcasting.
I feel I understand it, but then the pressure lies on everybody else. The pressure lies on those radio hosts, those podcast hosts, and those reality TV stars. So I feel when the writer strike coming from that aspect, what happens to the people like us that still has to produce, promote, and put out your own shit,
right?
Including reality stars that get no residuals, who now all of these episodes, because there's not any scripted TV shows, there's not any scripted movies that's going to come out, their stuff is going to be put out there in the media.
Right.
Then that creates a space where a market like this that's already oversaturated is going to become more saturated.
Right.
How do you feel about the writer strike?
Now, enlighten me a little bit more on the writer's strike and what they're trying to say about it. Like,
So, I mean, I think it's more or less of what they're trying to say. I think it's more or less of the message
what
that
they're trying to do.
They're trying to get more. They're trying to really, I think, for me, I think the bottom line is getting what you deserve.
mm-hmm,
And I think a person that I can call out is Monique.
mm-hmm,
This is something that she's been saying for years.
mm-hmm.
And when Monique said it, it wasn't any support.
Right.
But now that it's a wide thing across Hollywood and it's okay to do, I think that it's a thing now. Because there's actors out right now that got shows and they don't really want to participate in the writer's strike. And I'm not gonna say no names, but when you do your homework, it's a couple people that have done interviews and said, "Well, I'm not supposed to be promoting it, but
Right, yeah,
I
yeah.
got." So I mean, I think it's more so about them getting what they deserve.
Right.
I think it's more so Hollywood appreciating it, but then Hollywood and the rest of America don't appreciate the reality stars, the radio personalities,
Mhm.
the people that are doing podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's going to be dependent on them to carry this industry-driven game
Mm-hmm.
from that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, nothing's happening. To answer your question, nothing's in production.
Nothing's
Shows,
in production.
no new shows
No
will
new
be
shows
developed.
will be okay.
Now, it's
Okay.
certain shows that have already been in post-production from earlier, from like 2021, 2022, that's wrapping up, that's filming.
Mhm.
Movies, shows.
Mhm.
Of course, they got to finish. Those are
Right.
obligations, those are contracts.
Right.
But as far as anything new is not happening because they're on a writer's strike.
Right.
So the writers, it's a writer's strike.
Right.
I mean, it speaks for itself.
I mean, but when you write your own stuff, like what, like, you know what? I feel like that people like us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, and a lot of podcasters and YouTubers and or whatever, I have the creativity to come up with their own,
They do.
come up with their own.
But how do you
scripts?
how do you succeed in that field when it's oversaturated, it's overcrowded with
Yeah.
everybody that is now coming into your industry and they're coming with that name already. So they're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
come
true.
with a following.
Right.
So
Right.
how do you succeed as an independent person that's trying to get out there, that's trying to build a name for yourself, that's trying to grow? How do you
You gotta stand out. Really, that's all it is. Like if you like say like our podcast, if we're like everybody else's podcast, obviously if a big name come, they're gonna slap on top of us, even if they might not be as creative. They have the bigger name and they gonna slam on top of us. But if we're able to stand out and be different, then that's what's gonna separate like the man from the boys.
but I mean,
You know what I mean?
separating men from the boys, standing out, all of that is true, but then you gotta look into monetizing.
That's true.
You gotta look at into
that part.
how your shit is gonna be promoted.
Yeah, promoted. Yeah, that's true.
And I'm really trying not to go where I want to go because we're gonna say this for another episode in the season.
Mm-hmm.
But where does that support come for those people that are really working and that are really putting out that content that's consistently doing it
Mm-hmm.
versus somebody that can come in, like you just said, and shit on you
Right.
because they got a bigger name
Right.
and they're not collabing.
Right.
They're not working with, they're not reaching,
Right.
they're not opening doors
Mm-hmm.
like it was once upon a time a thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You had male rappers opening doors. You had
Right.
female rappers opening doors. You had actors opening doors
Mm-hmm.
that they would reach down. Yeah, they'll get a bigger paycheck, but they're working with smaller artists.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that no more.
Right. That's true. That's true. I don't know. I guess it's gonna be a like a sticky situation or something that's we're gonna see in the future. But honestly, I don't think they're gonna actually do it. I don't think they're gonna fall through with
They're
it.
not. Let me
I don't
tell
think
you
they're gonna
why.
fall through with it. I don't think it's gonna because at the end of the day, man, it's about money.
It's about money. It's
I
about
think-
who's
I-
bringing
I
in the
think-
bigger revenue.
I think the amount of money that they will lose from that.
Y'all
they're
getting
not gonna
this?
do it.
You're getting this.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no label. There's no radio station. There's no acting agency. None of the above. That's worried about who really has talent anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What they're looking for is who has a name,
Mm-hmm.
who has an Instagram, Twitter, Twitch following,
Mm-hmm.
because they're gonna bring me the most money.
Right.
It's sad because you have people that have went to school,
Mhm.
you have people that are working,
Mm-hmm.
you have people that are trying to prove themselves that's getting overlooked
Mm-hmm.
for these bigger names.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, in a sense, as Kel said, it's all about what you're gonna do to stand out. But everybody trying to stand out.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody trying to work right now. Everybody trying to stand out. Everybody trying to get a podcast. Everybody trying to get an acting career. Everybody trying to get on YouTube and do the daily vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I feel like stay in your lane. There's money for everybody.
Stay in your lane.
But stay into what's for you. Stop coming into lanes of other people wrecking cars. Because what happens when you drive and you get into a lane, there's another car in that lane. And you get over without a signal light.
Mm-hmm.
You get over with a car beside you. You're going to wreck. Stay in your lane.
Stay in
There's
your
a time and a place for everybody. Everybody in a rush to get to where? Nowhere. Now it's 1,000 of us with a podcast.
It is 1,000, bro. I see a new podcast every day. I swear
Every
to
day.
God. I swear to not. I swear it's a new podcast every single day, bro. And so a lot of y'all be trash too. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Like
No substance.
no substance, bro. It's like no personality. It's like how dare you? You feel me? Like, bro, you born
here
as
a real
hell,
one.
bro.
We got the pink print on the wall. One of the hardest albums that came out.
Oh yeah.
Nicki
I wish the
Minaj,
camera
The
could get
Pink
the pink print.
One of the hardest albums that came out from a female rapper since 2014.
Yeah, for real.
The pink print.
Look, and I wish y'all can't really see it on the camera, but it's so small. Gotti, he smelled it before he even
I
looked
smelled
over.
it.
He smelled.
Hey.
It's so small. You can't even. I don't even. In my head, in the way, I don't even know how he's seen it from over here.
Moving along from trending, Nicki is the hottest female rapper there is to date.
Nah, for real.
That's people that came before.
She's the hardest.
Shout out
Not
to
the
Kim. Shout out to
hottest.
MC Light.
She's
Shout
the
out.
hardest.
Shout out to.
'Cause
You said she's not the hottest.
The hottest.
Who's the hottest?
Hot, like who's on fire
We're
right
moving
now?
in the main topic. Who's the hottest?
Hottest?
Kel, who is the hottest female artist out right now?
Ice Spice. You said hottest. We never say hardest. Nicki's a legend. I don't think you could throw her in the hottest category. Let's keep it a bean. You could.
The only reason I'm gonna ride with you with Ice Spice.
That's because she got a feature
is
with Nicki. Is that what
because-
you about to say?
No.
Okay,
I'm not doing that.
Okay, go ahead.
Ice
go
Spice
ahead.
just released the deluxe.
She did.
Ice Spice have shown that I have this sound, but I
Mhm.
can carry this sound out.
You're right.
So I will give Ice Spice the hottest.
Right.
When we speaking of legendary status over everybody,
Obviously.
even though there was people that came before Nicki that paved the way,
Obviously.
we're talking about who took it to that level,
Right.
and that's Nicki.
You're right.
And that's why the pink print over there on that wall.
And it's a lot of legendary things up in
It's
here
a lot.
too.
He got 50 Cent. We got the Migos.
It's a lot of legendary things in here too.
Although
You
I
feel
will
me?
say Culture 2 is a hard album. Culture 2 is probably Migos' best project. Culture 2 is probably Migos' best project. Then we got J. Cole.
Best project.
Hold on, let me say this.
Hardest.
A lot of y'all sleep on J. Cole.
He ran 2014, no cap.
J. Cole is a storyteller. You got to understand.
Ran it.
And then we got the greatest artist that ever lived besides Tupac. It's Biggie.
Oh, it's Biggie.
So, you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's Beyond the Fences.
Beyond Fences.
Loving the new vibe.
Loving the new vibe. This is a nice new vibe, bro.
I'm in Kel City.
My city.
We're not in the A tonight. We in Kel
Yeah, my city. Man.
It's Beyond the Fences. We're working, moving, and shaking.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a new segment here on Beyond the Fences that we gonna do before every show.
Mm-hmm.
Our viewers, I don't like to call them fans, our viewers,
Mm-hmm.
we take a poll on my page
Mhm.
and on Kel page.
Mhm.
So if you're not following us, follow tyb.kev,
Mm-hmm.
Kev Gotti, the
Mhm.
number 8,
Mm-hmm.
no underscores, no none.
Mhm.
Kev Gotti 8.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a poll that go up weekly.
Mm-hmm.
We do a segment where we ask, who y'all want on our show?
Right.
I think this week, we got an album that came out from this artist.
Mhm.
This artist been moving and shaking, been climbing the charts, been grinding,
Moving and shaking.
been doing his thing.
Doing this ain't.
I think he on what? Tour number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Second major tour.
Mm-hmm.
Go by the name, the album, Najor.
Mm-hmm.
Tusi.
Tusi.
The viewers said they want him on the show.
That's what they said, bro. That's what they said.
So
And we got a lot. I think that might be out of the polls, bro. That might have been like the longest like poll, at least that you had all year. I don't, man. I ain't gonna say ever. I ain't gonna drag it that much, but we
Tusi.
definitely got a lot.
And nigga, I'm gonna call you
insight
Najor
about
since
that.
you want to name the album Najor, nigga. Pull up.
Yeah, pull up. Come fuck with us.
I'm in the city near you.
Come fuck with us.
If it ain't the A, it's the Charlotte.
It's the CLT. What? Hey, listen, we'll pull up where you
We
at.
pulling up where you at, gang.
Pull up where you at.
Now
feel
you
me?
know it's gonna be a
Get my boy up
full
here.
circle moment when you get up here with your boy Gotti.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna get into some shit. We're gonna promote this album. We're gonna talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into all the songs.
All
All
of
of
them.
Even
Even
though
about 15 of them.
them. Even though my favorite one is really the top two, the intro
Mm-hmm.
and This Is Love. Those,
like that one.
we gotta talk about some things. We ain't even gonna rip into that.
Nah.
We gotta talk about some things. You done pulled up on everybody else.
Nah, he did.
You
though,
pulled
for
up
real.
on Carlos and DC and them in the trap.
Mm-hmm.
You pulled up on what? Daddy Daycares or something like that with another partner.
I seen that.
Like,
with
and
a
where
homeboy.
my boy from? No disrespect to him. Shout out to his podcast. Where he from? Raleigh or somewhere?
I think he's from the NC though.
Somewhere in the
I think
NC.
he's somewhere. I
He
think he's
pulled up
somewhere
on
in NC.
them.
Yeah.
But you ain't trying to pull up on your brothers.
Gotta pull up on you guys.
Hey, you
man,
know
what's
where we
happening?
go. Ain't even do it. I'm looking to the camera talking to you. But hey, man,
Mhm.
this has been another great episode.
Another great episode, bro.
Another great episode.
Let's get it, man.
You already know the drill. Tune into your boys. Kellen got it each and every Monday. 8 p.m. CB time, Color Folks time. If you didn't know, now you know. Tell a brother, tell a sister, tell a mother, tell a cousin, tell a auntie, brother, stepdaddy, step cousin. Tune into your boys. Kellen got it.
Peace.
All right. This is Beyond. This is who we are.
It's out.